All right, here we are. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Week four. Week four of December. Day one, week four. It's a short little month we have in December. Friday being the last day of December submit. That's a 26. It's 26 days. Not a lot of time, feels like, but also like a lot of time at the same time. But then the great news is we have 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 5 more days to issue business. So, as always, I would love to know in the chat, um, where are we at? Are we running for goals? Have we hit our goal? Are we kind of just like in Christmas mode, like whatever happens, happens? Um, Let me know in the chat. Where are we? Um, I am over here. I have a sick toddler. Did not sleep last night. And even just that's why I was like on here at 8:59 because normally I'm here a little bit earlier, but we had to sneak in as many snuggles as possible before I broke away. All right. Moore's going for 15K. Love this. 14,321 to go, but I can do it and I've done it before. I am here for this message right here, especially with how much I know you have in the works, the momentum you've been creating the past few weeks. No doubt in my mind that you can do 14,000 in the next 12. We still got 12 days to issue, right? Like that's half of a month. We have 12 days to issue business. I feel like I'm saying that and realizing it at the same time. I'm like, wait a second, we have 12 days left. So wherever you are so far, wherever you are right now, like whatever, if you're at zero right now, you can still do it. Jeanette is still chugging along. Work as usual. I can speak so far. Kimberly is continuing to work the week, and it will be what it will be. All right, cool. I'm actually loving this surrender. Like, I'm gonna do what I can do, and whatever the results are, I get to be happy with, right? Like, I will receive them and I will be grateful for them. Bora knows this. I have been in a season of just like, I'm trusting. I had 2 appointments last night that like we're supposed to bring in 4K. Both of them rescheduled. Awesome. Thank you, universe. But my daughter was sick and turned out that I was exactly where I needed to be because I got to be with her a lot sooner than I would have had I had two back-to-back appointments. Um, Ooh, Narissa is halfway there as a team 5 writers, 15K. Okay, Narissa, I love this. Love, love this. I am close, y'all. I am about, I want to say, around 1,000 APV. Oh, and writing this week. So if I write this week and get another 1,000, I will slingshot to 95. One more writer, and I will lock up month one of team leader. That really should have happened last month, but there was a really stupid thing with Thanksgiving where a lot of business reported in December instead of November. So whatever. But yeah, slingshot to 95, month one of team leader in the bag. That is what I'm working on over here. Got me some new Razor Ridge leads. And I'm still doing my DLHAs as well. So, okay, little update on me. Today, we're gonna do something you guys may have seen this. Drop a one, or we haven't even done numbers today. Drop a one in the chat if you are on Instagram, if you are in the world of social media, even if you're just consuming, but like you're in that space, you may have seen this depending on what your feed feeds you. There is a really beautiful practice that I just learned about that I really wish I would have learned about this 20 some years ago. But it is taking advantage. There's a few things we get to take advantage of right now. Yesterday was a potent new moon in Sagittarius. We also have this incredible comet, something something Atlas, which I love because my daughter's name was almost Atlas. This comet is older than our solar system. It is the closest it's ever been to Earth right now, visible to the naked eye. And what I've read about this from an astrology standpoint is that like things that used to feel really far away might start to feel like they're within reach. And that metaphor right there like gave me chills when I read it. I'm like, okay. Who here, two in the chat, has something that feels really far away and you wish that you could just kind of like look up and see it? Like, and it could be like right there within reach, drop a two. Like that energy is what I'm here for. So okay, so we're new moon energy, we are comet energy. Tomorrow is solstice, the longest day of the year. Officially, I think it's officially the first day of winter, which feels weird because it has been 3 feet of snow in Michigan for the past month. Um, and there's a beautiful practice that we can do between now, right now, literally right now, and the end of the year to really sink into these kind of portals that are inviting us in for 2026, the intentions, the goals, the manifestations. If you guys know me, I kind of approach all of this stuff a little bit differently than how a lot of other people, especially influencers, kind of talk about this kind of stuff. And it all starts, you guys, with the knowing that we are always manifesting. Manifestation is not a thing that we do. It is something that is always happening because all manifestation is an exchange of energy, and we're always vibrating at we're alive. As long as you are alive, you are vibrating at a certain frequency. You are putting an energy out there. This is science. This is not like some fun woo-woo thing. Like we operate and we function at a certain frequency, and we have the ability to alter that frequency. And as long as we are emitting a frequency, we are attracting the same frequency back. And so when we talk about like, oh, I'm manifesting, duh. You're always manifesting. If I hear somebody say like, "Oh, I'm manifesting something." So I I think this is just really important to key into. Like the whole idea here is that we then bring some intentionality to the thing that's always happening. Our heart is always beating, right? But unless we're taking our pulse, we're not necessarily like really being intentional or thinking intentionally or acting intentionally about raising our heart rate or lowering our heart rate, right? Maybe when we're exercising, we have a heart monitor on, or like if we feel like maybe we're worked up and we take our, like, okay, but most of the time, our heart is just beating. Our lungs are just breathing, right? Our digestive system is digesting. Our nervous system is responding. We don't typically spend a lot of energy really keying into the intentionality of how we get to alter that because we can, right? If we choose to, we can slow down our breath. We can make sure our exhales are longer than our inhales, and that will change your heart rate and your nervous system. That will create safety in our body. We can alter those things, or we can exercise, right? We can go exercise and raise our heart rate up, right? We know that that's going to happen. So when it comes to manifestation, please know you're always doing it. It's simply a matter of, are you paying attention? Are you intentionally altering your frequency so that you can intentionally create a different result? Am I tracking? Drop a three. We're with me? Okay. Um, so this practice, if you guys have heard of it, awesome. If you have already done it, even more awesome. But stick with me because I'm sure there's always good nuggets here. So what I don't know the name of it. Probably should have looked this up. But I learned about it from a very witchy friend. And it actually usually starts in October. And it's described as this really slow and quiet process of kind of opening up your energy to what you want to create in 2026, where like what you're stepping into. Now, knowing this is a 9 year, numerologically, this is a 9 year, end of a 9 year cycle. So if you think back in the last 9 years, you probably can see a pattern that something that started 9 years ago might be coming to an end, a version of yourself. There's a lot of ways that we can kind of look at this, but next year is a 1 year. That's for the collective. You have your own personal numerology. If you want to know your numerology, we can go through that real quick. You have your own personal numerology, and then there's the collective numerology. So collectively, we are all entering a 1 year next year. We are babies again. We are starting something new. We are getting started. Everything like this year is completion. This year is shedding. We're in the year of the snake. We're in our final shed. And then next year, we enter into this whole new space, and it's the year of the horse next year, which is movement. It is like full speed ahead. Like if you can't imagine things, I can't, but if you can imagine things and you are not with aphantasia, like imagine just the horses just free, like wild running across the field, right? Like this is the energy of 2026. So if you want to know your own personal numerology, it's very easy. You take the month you were born and you add up the days you were born. And I'm going to put mine in the chat so you can see it. But you add up your numbers of your date. So I was born August 31st, 1985. So 8 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5. And you keep adding the numbers down until you get to a single digit. So I am a numerological year 8. So do yours, drop yours in the chat. And sometimes some of you will be a 9, and next year will be a 1 for you. And you will be aligned with the collective, and some of you may be completely different. So I am an 8. Um, so this practice that I keep talking about and then getting sidetracked and talking about other things, let's actually talk about it. We're going to write down 12 things that we want to create, call in, intentionally, right? Bring into form in 2026. And what I did is I started to write mine. So the idea is you like start in October, November. You're kind of just like slowly and very like fluidly allowing these things to come to you. We're going to start tomorrow. So today we're going to have a little bit more of a masculine energy of like, let's make the list. Um, but we're going to make a list of 12 things. What I did is I wrote down the things I wanted. And then we kind of return, or you can start here. You eventually want those 12 statements to be in the like, I am, I have. And they're present tense, right? This is really, really important for our nervous system and for our brain. We don't want to manifest a desire. Manifesting a desire is going to create more desire of the thing, which means you still don't have it. Really, really important that in this manifestation space, or if you're in the intention setting space, that you are using the present tense verbiage, because we don't need to want the thing any more than we already do, right? I don't know about you guys. I don't a year from now still want to be more financially secure. I don't want to want it more. I don't want to increase the wanting of it. I want to be it, right? So not I want to be financially secure. I am financially secure. So we're going to put them into those spaces. Laura is a 5. Janine is a 1. Amazing. So next year is going to be it's going to be even more intense for you. Um, Jeanette, 4, 5, 6, 15, 22, 25. You're a 7, Jeanette. Um, so we're going to write down these 12 things. And starting tomorrow, every night, you are going to, honey, I'm on my call. Are you buying me lemonade? Hmm. Oh, that is very good. That was not lemonade. Um, so we're gonna burn one of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna write them out on individual pieces of paper. We're gonna crumple them up. We're gonna like put them in a bowl, put them in something sacred, put them in something that like has a good energy. Maybe put some crystals in there with it if you're into that kind of thing. Like you're gonna crumple them all up and you're gonna put them in something that feels good. Ooh, Mara's even she's like grabbing something. She's like, I'm putting them right in here. Cool. Um, and then what you're going to do is starting tomorrow night, every night. Yes, that's beautiful. I love that. You're going to grab one every night. You're not going to know what it is. You're not going to look at it. You're just going to grab a random one, and every night you're going to burn one. I have a manifestation. I will share this in our chat. Ooh, I got to share the chat. I don't have my phone on me. I got to share the chat link in here. I will share my favorite candle. You won't be able to get it till tomorrow unless you live in Detroit and can go to the market tomorrow and get it. But for future, I have a manifestation candle that she makes them like under the corresponding full moons, and she infuses them with herbs and crystals, and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to burn mine in the flame from my manifestation candle. But again, pick a candle that like feels really good and use a candle, not a lighter or like a torch or like your stove. Like get yourself a candle today, tomorrow. Um, and you're just gonna pick a random one and you're gonna burn one every night from now until the new year. You're gonna be left with one. So you should have one extra. That one you do look at. That one is your responsibility. That is the one that you hold near and dear. You get to basically, when you burn that, you are offering that to whatever you believe in, God, source, universe, your guides, your angels. That burning it is giving it to them. We get to surrender. We still get to take action. We don't get to just like go on vacation for the year. We still get to do what we need to do to make all those things happen, but we get to trust that it's on its way. The one thing though, there's going to be one thing that you are focused on, that you are taking into your own hands, essentially. Narissa, 2 + 1 + 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm really bad at math. 17, 23, 32, 5. I think Narissa, you're a 5. Um, oh, and Kimberly, you're a horse. Okay, so yeah, next year's gonna be wild for you too. I'm excited for that. So this practice, like again, I know we're like, I was gonna go through the whole practice of having you guys like write out at least a few of them, but carve out some time today. I would do it today. Have your list set before tomorrow. If you are into astrology or if you're into, Chinese New Year, numerology, all of that stuff, like read up on yesterday's new moon. If you feel like you got knocked on your ass, there's a reason for it. I'm talking to a lot of people who are like, "Ooh, I thought I was getting sick." You might just be responding to the energy that is happening. I also saw something recently that like the heartbeat of our atmosphere like tripled last week. Like something happened, solar flares, whatever happened, but there's something that measures the like what they call the heartbeat of our atmosphere, and it spiked. It like had a little arrhythmia last week. So if you're feeling like the vibe is, and that could just be Christmas time, holiday time, but that could actually be something far bigger and far more intense than that. Thank you so much, Maura. So this link that Maura just posted here, this is a like reference only group me chat for the things that we talk about on this call. We just started this because every week I have something to share. It's a book or it's a resource or it's a person to follow or it's whatever it is. So I can share some stuff, or if you guys have questions like, hey, you talked about that thing, can you tell me more about that? I can share some references. So it's not like you can't ask questions in there. It's just not a space where we're going to necessarily have conversation. It's going to be more about just referring back for references, recordings, things like that. So if you're not in that, I added the people like part of the core group who I was already connected with on GroupMe, but GroupMe is weird, like in terms of finding people you don't know. Um, yeah, Kimberly, that tracks for a lot of reasons. So join this group if you're not already in there. We're already over time. But if you guys have to pop, I want to be really respectful of your time. It is a busy, busy time of year. But I will pop, I will hang out for maybe 5 minutes. I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to hang out for about 5 minutes if anybody has any questions or wants me to go a little bit deeper. But I just invite you to do this practice. 12 things, really, really intentional, present tense, crumple them up, one random one every night, and then you're going to be left with one at the end of this process. I love you all. Happy December. Happy week 4. Happy holidays, whatever holiday or no holiday that you are celebrating. Happy winter. Happy solstice. I'm going to unrecord. I'll hang out for a little bit, but if you got to go, get on with your bad self. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week.